Number two, how can you build a country that's already built? Okay, now it gets even worse. Trump also, now you see what this says. Trump calls some unauthorized immigrants animals, and he went on a rant. Okay, this came out on May 16th. Now, he also, on the same day, said, Mexico has done nothing for us. Okay, remember that immigrants that are here illegally and you claim you built everything. He said, your ass ain't done nothing for America. But you know what? You're getting what you deserve, because many of you immigrants supported Trump. He called Africa a shithole. He's throwing the Haitians out. He's throwing out the Hondurans. He's throwing out the Nicaraguans. He look at what he's doing. Okay? He don't want you here. He's calling your asses animals. Africa, which has all the damn resources on the entire planet, that's a shithole. But it's people like him that owns the diamond mines and the gold and the stuff that's being mined out of the ground over there in Africa. But it's a shithole. You wouldn't have half of the wealth you have if it wasn't for Africa. What resources came from the cave? Get out of here. Trump lashed out at undocumented immigrants during a White House meeting on Wednesday, warning in front of news cameras that dangerous people were clamoring to breach the country's borders and branding such people animals. So immigrants coming across the border, Trump says you're animals. And you know what? The worst part, you won't give him nearly as much pushback as you did towards me when I put out that Camila Caballo video. I bet you won't give him that kind of pushback. Trump's comments came during a roundtable discussion in state and local leaders on California's so-called sanctuary laws, which strictly limits communication between local law enforcement and federal immigrant officers, and which the Trump administration is suing to invalidate. It was hardly the first time Trump has spoken in racially fraught terms about immigrants, but it underscores his anger about unchecked immigration. Now, mind you, this man married 2 immigrants, okay? His first wife and the wife he has now are both immigrants. Yeah, well, we know it. They're okay as long as they're not the brown immigrants, right? His frustration that he has not been able to do more to seal the nation's borders. Okay. And now he said, I'm going to skip a little. He exhorts his administration to do better in keeping out undesirable people, including members of transnational gangs like MS-13. We have people coming into the country or trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them, Trump said in his cabinet room during an hour-long meeting that reporters were allowed to document. You won't believe how bad these people are. I think we've seen bad people for centuries in America. It didn't just start with these folks. These aren't people. These are animals. This is the Trump. This is Trump. Now, you know how unpresidential His language is, he's like some dude on the street that you're running into and having a casual conversation with. This is so unpresidential, it's not even funny. These aren't people, these are animals. And they're taking them out of the country at a level and at a rate that's never happened before. Woo, man. And y'all, there's a lot of illegal people here from Canada. I worked with a few of them out in corporate America. There's a lot sitting in here from Canada, but see, they can blend in real easy because they speak English. But a lot of them are here and they're here illegally. No green card, because I used to sit near a woman that was from Canada and she was here, had a job, working every day, no green card. But they won't run them out. Those are okay. So, so remember, there were people at this meeting from California, and there was one sheriff named Mims, and he said, it puts us in a very bad position, Sheriff Mims said. It's a disgrace. Trump answered, and we're suing on that. So now he's making the immigrants the bad guys, okay? Which means they're going to step up getting these people out of here. Instead of y'all sitting around talking all kinds of shit to black people, you better pay attention to Trump because he's getting ready to get y'all asses the hell on out of here. And unfortunately, many of them are going to be the black immigrants mixed up in this too. He wants anybody with color in their skin out of this damn country. He wants them out. So, after this racist rant on immigrants, they're now going to be scrambling to do damage control. Okay. And here it is right here. Mexico does nothing for us, Trump says. Mexico talks, but do nothing for us, especially at the border. So certainly don't help us much on trade. And especially at the border, they do nothing. So all of you Mexicans in here, yeah, he's talking about y'all too. He's talking about y'all do nothing for America. Believe me, that's a broad statement coming from Trump. His harsh criticism came as American and Mexican officials were at a critical stage in their efforts to renegotiate the North American Free Trade Agreement. You can best believe that's messed up now. America does a lot of trade with Mexico. So first he messed up not even a week ago, he messed up the Iran nuclear deal. He messed that up by pulling out. And you got all these other nations, but remember, it was 6 nations involved in that. It wasn't just Iran and the US. He messed that up. And ladies and gentlemen, there was a little confrontation out in the ocean between the Navy and Iran yesterday, and I might do that story. Anyway, they're now going to have to scramble and do damage control after this rant. And, after a while, how much damage control can one do for somebody like Trump? Seriously, how much damage? It's not really much you can do. And, this is a wake-up call for immigrants in this country, the black and brown immigrants in America. This is a wake-up call for you. Because like I said, he's going to be snatching y'all up and throwing you out as fast as he said these words. He's going to get your butts out of here. Okay? He's going to get you out of here. Plain and simple. There is no way he's going to make remarks like this and they're not going to step up, grabbing these people and getting them the hell out. These are the times we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. These are the times. Immigrants are animals in a Trump rant. This is the President of the United States blatantly talking like this out in the open. Not professional at all, and doesn't try to be professional either. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And, until I get a little past my situation with my cousin, I probably won't be doing no more than one video, at least for now. But peace, family. I'll be back. I think these little sunscreen machines that they're installing on beaches now, this needs an infomercial. Forget sunscreen. Shoretown now has free dispensers at the beach for pale people. So now they're installing these sunscreen machines, and it's free, and all they have to do is come back and keep reapplying it every 2 hours. See, Sun Safe, SPF 30, Sun Smart, apply sunscreen every 2 hours. See, this is what's going to happen. Some idiot is going to apply it, burn up, because we know they still burn up with sunscreen, right? And then they're going to turn around and sue these sun dispenser people. You watch. The lawsuits are coming because that's what they do. Sue, sue, sue. So the moment one of them burn up, which we know they will, they'll be suing whoever these sunscreen people are. Their intentions are good, but there's a lot of evil people out here. Okay. Now, it's saying we've all been there. Actually, I haven't. I don't wear sunscreen. You're walking on to the beach carrying bags, towels, lunches, extra swimsuits, and more. You go through the beach badge check, and once you're all settled, you realize the sunscreen is still in the car. And Avalon, it's no longer an issue. The borough announced Wednesday a partnership with Richard David Cann Melanoma Foundation to provide 2 sunscreen application dispensers that will dole out free sunscreen to any beachgoers wary of the damaging effects of the sun's ultraviolet light, with dispensers installed at the Avalon Beach Tag booth at 30th Street and at the 39th Street Playground. Officials say the machines are intended not only to supply free sunscreen, but also to remind citizens about sun safety and the importance of early detection of melanoma. Can you imagine free sunscreen? People are going to empty out that machine. You know that, right? Because they don't have to pay for it. They're going to empty the machine out. Greed. These dispensers will be very useful in public education and conversation about how to better protect the public from potential harmful and damaging effects to prolonged exposure to the sun. I love the sun. Give me all the exposure. Any exposure you don't want to the sun, send it over to me. I'll take it. My melanated skin just loves it. No sunburn, no skin cancer, none of that. So any of those harmful rays you don't want, white people, send it over to me. I'll take it. According to town officials, a borough resident suggests the partnership after hearing Philadelphia Phillies Hall of Fame third baseman Mike Smith speak about how skin cancer has affected his own life. Smith has worked with RDK Melanoma Foundation since January 2016 to raise awareness about the importance of sun safety education. Okay, so the machines, Avalon, by the way, is in New Jersey. That's where the beach is. Avalon ordered a Sport SPF 30 sunscreen for its dispenser, which will be maintained by Avalon Department of Recreation and checked multiple times per week in order to be refilled when necessary. Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States, and most cases are melanoma, which is the deadliest form of skin cancer. Melanoma is caused by exposure to ultraviolet light, such as from the sun or tanning beds. Wouldn't it be safe for you not to be in the sun? I mean, I'm just saying, because we know sunscreen don't work, but I know that would be too much to ask to use some common sense and just stay out of the sun. But go in the sun and keep using this sunscreen that we know already does not work, and enjoy your summer. And don't forget to reapply it every 2 hours. Don't forget, because when you forget, you're going to claim you did this and sue these people. I'm telling you, y'all, the lawsuits are coming. As soon as one gets scorched up, the lawsuits are coming. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And Black people, stay away from those sunscreen dispenser machines. Peace, family. Well, Trump is back in the news again, putting Jeff Sessions on blast. Now, y'all, you know I don't like Jeff Sessions at all, okay? But it's amazing how Trump is going after people that even Black people don't like. Now, look at this. CNN Politics. Trump wishes he hadn't picked Jeff Sessions for Attorney General. Now, he was doing this last year on Twitter, just tearing Jeff Sessions down every chance he could get. Many of you might remember this. Well, he's back on it again. Trump again lamented his choice for Attorney General on Wednesday, writing on Twitter, he wishes he'd chosen someone other than Jeff Sessions, who enraged the president when he recused himself from the Russia investigation. It was the latest evidence of Trump's ongoing preoccupation with the probe led by special counsel Robert Mueller. Despite declaring earlier this week he was diverting his attention to more pressing matters like North Korea and trade, Trump has continued to vent on Twitter about the controversy he described as a witch hunt. It was Sessions who attracted his ire on Wednesday, a day after the New York Times described an angry meeting in Florida last year when Trump demanded Sessions reverse his decision to step away from Russia-related matters. The newspaper reported Mueller was looking into the episode, quoting Rep. Trey Gowdy, South Carolina Republican, who noted on CBS earlier Wednesday that Trump could have picked someone else for the position. Trump tweeted, "I wish I did." So here it is right here. Trump tweeted this May 30th, 2018. There are lots of really good lawyers in the country. He could have picked somebody else. I wish I did. So he's talking about Jeff Sessions. I mean, seriously, does his administration have one smooth day? I don't think they are capable of having that. I'm just enjoying my smoothie and doing this video. Gowdy was reporting a question about whether Trump may have obstructed justice in reportedly asking Sessions in March 2017 to reverse his decision to recuse himself in the probe. As the New York Times reported, the South Carolina Republican said he believed Trump was expressing frustration that Sessions should have shared his reasons for recusal before accepting the role of Attorney General. So Trump feels like Sessions pulled a fast one. So it seems to me like what happened, Sessions was acting like he was with Trump all the way, and then as soon as he was approved for the position of Attorney General, the first thing he did was immediately recuse himself from the Russian investigation, and that sent off fury for Trump right there. Does it really matter at this time if Sessions leaves? So many people done left Trump's administration. One more person is not going to really make a difference. I never seen so many people leave an administration in one